Good morning, everyone. How you doing today? I believe it's February 13th. I think it's vlog post 14. I think I double posted 12 yesterday, but edited it. Wishing everybody a great morning. Be honest with you, it's been an incredibly challenging week. I talked about Cole being sick the other day. That's why I didn't have that great of, I didn't do too much yesterday with this. I was taking care of him. This is the sixth day that he has been sick. Non-diabetic related, but obviously there are all the challenges of being a diabetic on top of being sick. I mean, like, just for instance, last night he's about ready to run out of insulin, right? So he's about ready to go to bed. He's had all his medicine. He's almost asleep, and and I got to wake him up and or stir him up and get his pump together, which I'll do a little like how-to video on, like how we do his pump at some point when he feels comfortable with that, or even if I don't do it with him, at least how I set it up. Then he's got to get pricked with the pump and put in the numbers. I mean, when people are sick, they feel like crap anyway, right? And they don't want to do anything. So like, I can't even imagine being a 13-year-old young man, going through all the stuff you go through when you're 13, being incredibly sick and beat down by the sickness. And then on top of it, you have something you live with every minute of every day, and you'll live with it every minute of every day for the rest of your life, in type 1 diabetes. So like, his attitude and strength and will to get through this stuff and to still enjoy life and to be a pleasant human being to be around at 13 years old is truly an amazing thing. As a parent, it starts to wear on you. This week, I've had this cold. I mean, you can probably still hear my voice. I feel like it's like ironic, or I don't know if that's the right word here, because I think it gets overused, but that my voice is going out, literally since the day after I started this vlog. Anyway, I think it's getting better. I'm feeling better today. I have not worked out this week. Incredibly disappointed in myself for that, but I think I needed some rest. I'm headed out to Vegas to see my longtime friend, Bro Schulte. Haven't seen him in like 8 or 9 years, and really can't wait to see him and catch up and talk about things. Talk about all the things I'm going through. How Cappy's has grown. How my son has grown. How my son's disease has changed our lives. Not just but like, when it says change your lives, it doesn't necessarily mean bad either. It's just different. It's a different challenge, right? We all have our challenges. To say my challenges or his challenges are more than other people's, I mean, that's really not for me to know. But anyway, talk to Bro about, heartbreak and friendships and what he's been doing over the last like 8, 9 years. So I'm really excited to go out to Vegas. We're going to do a lot of hiking out there. I think I'm going to get my first experience with some hot springs. So I'm really excited about that. Like I said, this whole week's been challenging. It's been incredibly hard to stay positive. I'd love to hear if other people feel like this, but every day I wake up, I make myself positive. I mean, I talk good things. I come up and I just think positive things. Being positive is work. Kara Hinkle's mom, Ann Hinkle, told me that. She's like, she's like retired. And I was like, man, I want to be that happy. I see her smile and how she reacted, like when Kira and I were pregnant. And I was like, man, I hope to be that happy one day. And she was like, yeah, she's like, I am happy. I'm in a good place. But she also says she wakes up days and, she has to work at being happy or being positive. I don't know if it's always happy. I think it's being positive, because we can control what happens. We can control how we react to things, but not necessarily what happens to us. We're waiting for Cole to wake up. I might be going to the doctor today. We're going to the ENT tomorrow. So hopefully find out a lot more. I mean, going back to Cole and the sickness, some of the sickness is a cough that he's had consistently. Maybe he gets 6 to 8 times a year for the last 3 or 4 years. We've been to allergists and ENTs and doctors, and nobody really gives us answers. Which I don't think they know. I think they don't know. So we are constantly, I mean, his mother is just amazing, Mary Brewer. Without her in this, during this time, this type 1 diabetes and that, she does an amazing job of keeping everything together, organized, keeping me in the loop, allowing me to learn, to teach me. I would never be anywhere in this situation without her. I couldn't imagine a better partner per se to do this with, and to help raise him. So, a huge thanks to her, because I don't know what I would do without her in this situation. And I'm definitely a better parent and more knowledgeable about type 1 diabetes because of Mary. But anyway, so it's funny because this cough, not funny, haha, but this cough gets you worried. Being a type 1 diabetic, like, it's really hard on your organs, extremities. There's a lot of long term repercussions, possibly, especially if you don't take care of yourself. It also comes with your immune system is suppressed, and you're more susceptible to autoimmune disorders, which type 1 is an autoimmune disorder. I think there's like 75 or 85. I really don't know. Honestly, I can't read the list because, you can't let your mind go down every rabbit hole. But when he's not feeling good and he's been sick and there's been these issues and you're not getting answers, the same thing that happened when we was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I mean, nobody knew, right? Like, we went to doctor after doctor. We were getting letters from truancy. We had, his mother had everything like cross-reference with dates he was sick, why he was sick, what days he missed, what doctors we went to. We went to urgent cares. We went to children's emergency room, urgent care. And it wasn't until we went to children's emergency room, and honestly, he was in ketoacidosis and probably not that far from, probably a day or two from dying, that he was diagnosed, and we knew something was wrong. His mind wasn't working right. His body was changing. He didn't feel good, like, mentally or physically. And he was able to like verbalize these things to us. And this is a kid who's always been, happy and, energetic and pleasant and just so, we got the diabetes figured out, but now you're just sitting here wondering if, his mother just texted me. So I'm actually going to have to take this. I'm going to stop this. I'll come back when I have a chance today, and go from there.